Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? What up, what up, what up? All you happy hashers out there, we got Jason the Tiger Osborne dropping in the house hot and heavy with the FAs. Yeah, that's right. What's up, what's up? We got Wheeling Crypto, we got Sadie, we got Crypto Bedell, and our man Tech Man busting our you-know-whats. Yo. And Jason's like, Pro Hashing does not like his Z9 Mini anymore. So he put it on Z-Pool, and he's like, I am loving the results, guys. So we got a happy hasher over there. We have proof of hash, and he's happy. That's what's up. What's going on, my man?
I haven't used pro hashing in a minute, man, since they since us US people have to KYC on there now.
Yeah. There's something about KYC coin that kind of defeats the freaking purpose. I'm just saying.
Just a little bit. You know, just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so is what it is.
Right.
Glad you getting to use a new pool and one that actually works well. Hopefully you get like a better ping. Better ping, the better.
Right.
What's up, Integer guy?
Got everybody dropping those FAs in the Chizzy chat. It's awesome. Love to see that. Got that FA energy on a Saturday. Yeah.
I definitely need the FA energy.
Right. Out freaking standing.
It is out freaking standing. You know what else is out freaking standing? Apparently now, utilizing let's see if I can open this. There we go. Using Hivon software now, you can boost the Antminer L7 up to 11 gigahashes.
Ooh.
So you'll
Bye, Mini Doge. Bye.
Stock is 9.05 gigahashes for 3200 watts. So now you can push 11 for 4800, almost 4900 watts.
Wow.
It's a lot of watts, man.
Man, you better have a 50 amp circuit to handle this bad boy.
I mean, as you can see, it's like it's not efficient to do this. Like,
no, not unless you got industrial power.
You see it going down in the negatives up until about 9. You have better efficiency the lower you clock it. So it looks like if you undervolt it, you know, go to the reverse side of the spectrum. Don't worry about going how fast you can go, but seeing how fast you can go for the least amount of consumption. And you can get 6 gigahashes for around 1900 watts. 1960 watts. So that puts you at an efficiency of 326 watts per gigahash, which is really not bad in the standpoints of efficiency. So, and it does save you, looks like energy cost savings per day, it'll save you $1.59 or $1.56 per day doing that. So it saves you money from spending at stock configuration, and you still get a decent amount of hash rate.
Not bad.
So it's actually kind of cool. I've never really been like the biggest fan of Hivon's ASIC software. But apparently, this makes it a little more efficient. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I thought that
Sometimes
was
that's
kind of
all it
cool.
takes. Just a little bit more efficiency.
That's true. Uh, that's wild. Tech man. Guy searching in the theater. The rumor is they lost the ledger.
Oh god, Tech Man, terrible. Hashtag terrible. Do you know what he's referencing at all? I happen to know what he's referencing.
Not quite entirely.
He went. You know who Lauren Bieber or Bieber is? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She's a senator. She went to a theater with her boyfriend, and somebody caught her and her boyfriend kind of groping each other at the theater.
Oh, that's the dude that like didn't know how to grip a booby?
Yeah.
Uh, poor dude.
Man, I have to give it up, man. She's kind of hot. I'm just saying.
And he can't even grip a booby.
Right. Without it going viral.
They lost the lead. I get it now. They lost. He was looking for a lead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Touche. I get it.
Or Bobert. Yeah, that's it. Bobert.
Huh. Because when you put Bieber, I thought he was like he's making fun of Justin Bieber or something.
No, it's like, yeah, I didn't think it was right. I was like, man, that doesn't sound right. Bieber, Bober, it's like I couldn't remember. But yeah, Jason, no guarantees. That's not supposed to happen. Let's talk about when a chicken landed on my shoulder during my last video. It's just like, whoosh.
Yeah.
Everybody loved that.
Yeah. Probably no chickens in the video tonight.
No.
You know, it is nighttime. The chickens are probably in
You
their
know,
coop.
they say that Easter eggers do not go broody. They
That's not
say
true.
that Easter eggers are not good mothers. I already have one that's wanting to go broody as all get out, dude.
They're
Plucking her
all
chest feathers off so that she can come in contact with a goddamn golf ball.
thing.
It's like a golf ball in there, so the ladies know, hey, you can lay an egg here, you know. And here comes this broody ass hen going, I'll hatch it. It's like it's a golf ball, woman.
You
Kept that
crypto and
golf ball
chickens.
nice and warm.
Crypto and chickens.
Crypto and chickens, yeah.
Crypto and butt nuggets.
Heck yeah.
Crypto and butt nuggets. That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Right.
I did
Talking
see
about
the was it Battle Mage has been cited in the newest Linux Mesa drivers.
oh, nice.
Well, that's I think it's the Gen 20 is It's supposed to be battle mage.
Nice, nice, nice. Very cool.
So apparently that has been cited in the drivers. K7 overclock out too. Yeah, K7's overclocks have been pushed out. I haven't seen the official numbers on that though. We'll look at it. K7.
But anything in any big software changes other than like optimizations on any of these miners? That's what it looks like has been like getting pushed out as of lately. As far as just like general like efficiency updates. That's one thing I've noticed. Bear markets push out all the efficiencies.
Oh yeah.
And bull runs are everybody's like, get it out there, we need more hash. Get it out there, we need more hash.
Get it out as fast as possible.
We got like BZ Miner doing updates for Rutherium and Elf, dual mining Rutherium and Radiant. Just like some of the optimizations. Rutherium and Radiant auto intensity fixes. I mean, it's just like kind of like stuff that was causing like little glitches and hiccups in the miners before. They're just kind of improving all that stuff. I mean, I've been like looking at for it's like, is it worth me turning my GPUs on? And it's like, God, I'm like chomping at the bit.
Yeah, I literally watch mine very closely. My AMD rigs, I don't run almost all the time. Those ones kind of come off and on,
Right.
depending upon like the day, really. Sadly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you're getting a little bit better power, especially overnight, which is nice.
Oh yeah. Which is what helps me out during the day.
Right,
That,
right. I don't
it
have
helps my
that.
overall average out.
Right, right. So I get negatively impacted because like I'm in Kirkenois,
Yep.
and I have to pay the Kirkenois tax, which is like outrageous, and it just like it makes it rough for me trying to turn on some of my better equipment. Because like no matter what I do, all that better equipment, I've got to calculate how much am I willing to spend on my electric because none of that equipment's going to pay for the electric bill. And it's like as much as I wanna sit there and mine and stuff like that, I just don't want to do it at a loss. It's like you have to almost got to do what you preach. It's like at what point do you just go, you know what? I'm gonna turn off the equipment, take what I'm willing to spend on my electric bill, and just buy some of that sweet busy Bitcoin. Just cut to the chase and let that stuff just kind of sit off to the side. It's not a bad thing.
I don't disagree with that.
It's like we all want to participate in the market, but it's got to make financial sense at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, So like luckily I have the like the EV rates, yeah, for the K7, right? Uh, um or I have EV rates that makes my overall average better. But there are some times where it is like a little bit of a loss, but I'm okay with that. Because I currently am still mining anything that is most profitable, and it's like being automatically converted to Bitcoin like immediately. So at a loss for now, right? Because I know once like a bull run comes, the Bitcoin that I've acquired now will be worth a whole hell of a lot more, right? So I'm okay with that. Only because I have like a decent electric rate. If I was on like normal electric and I was paying like the average rate, I probably wouldn't have anything on but maybe one rig if that, you know what I mean?
Right. It's like, what? It's like, what are you willing to spend for your electric bill, guys? That's the bottom line. Are you willing to put out
Yeah.
3, 4, $1,000? I mean, what's your upper end limit? I mean, that's basically if you're not selling coin to cover the spread, it's coming out of your pocket. And what are you willing to spend? I mean, I got to a point where I was, I think I maxed out just shy of a $2,000 a month electric bill here at my house. And at that time, it was profitable. If I were to do a two like the $1,700 electric bill again, I'm not gonna be anywhere near profitability, and it's like I would expect at least a 10% return. To make it worth it. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy that Bitcoin. Dollar cost average.
Wow. No, no way. That's insane, Brian.
Huh? You share.
You can look in Discord. I don't know that I'm not gonna post that on YouTube yet. No, he said it. So 91. You know what we're talking about. That's insane, dude. Did you get that? Did you get this? Like, is this like, I see it says contact on Telegram. Do you have it?
Where did he post this?
That's crazy.
Where was this posted
It's in Discord.
That's very vague.
Mining after dark. That's crazy. No, but I'm sure someone will have soon. Okay, yeah. So that's why I'm curious because I haven't seen this yet. This was posted months ago. One thing I've been learning though is that there are tons of like aftermarket firmwares for like ASICs, but people just don't like talk about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When I was working at the farm like a couple weeks ago, there were I learned about two ASIC firmwares that I like previously never even encountered in my life. But now that I know about it, I see it all the time. So I'm like, what? This has been here the whole time.
It's like whenever I had my L3 pluses and I had my aftermarket firmware on them, and we were coming up onto the halvening, and the difficulty was going skyrocketing, and I'm sitting here still mining, and I was at just like an ever so slight loss on it. I'm like, it should pop the other way on the other side of this halvening, and with that aftermarket firmware on there, for the same wattage,
we need to mod an SC box. Oh, for sure.
it's like with the same amount of wattage, I got an extra 150 mega hash at that time. So it's like, yeah, the aftermarket firmware stuff is like, as long as you can find a good one that's like a reputable company, like they are trying to push the efficiency or push the limits.
That's pretty wild. What's up, John Jermaine?
What's going on, John Jermaine? What up, Tech? Retro Mike Tech. Don't forget to smash that lizard like button, fellas. Yo. Yeah, I've got to get that my meter, my little meter set up on my one plug. This way, I can actually meter everything that's coming and going out of my 240 volt outlet really nicely. I really should do that.
Use the meter for at least use the farm.
Yeah, I really should. It's so easy to do it with that, you know.
Meter the whole freaking panel, bro.
Right. I've been talking about wanting to set that up this whole time. I've been slacking.
Procrastinating. That's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
I would like to see Nemesis do a review of the new Monero ASIC miner. I mean, it would be
great. Oh my
god,
I would love to, but Monero is forking.
They're gonna fork to either make it to where they can't mine with that ASIC, or make it to where that ASIC will do a diminished hash rate. But being that it's built on RISC V, I wish they'd stop promoting it as a Monero ASIC, because it's basically an SoC chip, a high-powered SoC chip, so it's able to do like a lot more.
Right.
So I wish they'd stop marketing it as just an XMR miner when
they should just call it a SoC miner. I mean, just call it for what exactly. Just call it for what it is. You know, it's either an SoC miner or it's an FPGA. You know, either way, it should be able to be reprogrammed and repurposed. You're not going to tell me that Bitmain is going to invest any kind of long-term research and development and bringing a product to market that's going to be bricked almost as soon as it comes out. That doesn't make any sense. Now, what makes sense is a very versatile machine that can do multiple coins. That makes more sense, and it won't be just XMR specific. It might be at first, but I think that as you know, as it will stand now, once it comes out, I bet you it's going to come out and there'll be an update and it's going to unlock it the rest of the way so that it can be done on any coin it wants. We'll be able to see the actual versatility of the SoC chip that they chose. I certainly would love to get my hands on one of them. If anybody's got contacts out there for getting review samples, I don't even care if I get to keep it. It's like I just want to be able to get my hands on it and touch it and check it out, do noise check, noise checking, heat outputs on it, all that stuff, right? So that's just me with the way that I like to play with stuff, and I'd also like to get permission to like pull it apart and see what's underneath the hood, because the curiosity kills the cat. It's like I just want to rip it open and see what's underneath the hood. So if anybody happens to know anybody with that XMR miner that's coming out, send them my way with a review sample, 100%. What do you think would happen to Raven if Bitmain made an ASIC for it? Tron Black was very adamant about trying to stay ASIC and FPGA resistant. So you would see how much effort he wants to put into the coin, or if he would let Raven coin get.
There can't be.
Huh?
So there can't be, though. Unfortunately, sadly, I mean, we've seen what it took for FPGAs to touch it, right? It required 2 FPGAs to touch it because they had to talk to each other because of all the chains. So you can only imagine either A, how big the unit would have to be because of multiple components, or it just wouldn't be possible at all. I think Raven's pretty much safe.
I think it's more a financial incentive on it. If it made enough financial sense to do the research on there because the returns were that good, then sure. Outside of that, no. Because like I've even talked, it's like I've talked to some of the FPGA developers, and they're like, yeah, if it made enough financial sense, I'd sit down and make a bit stream for any freaking coin out there you want. It's like, how much you paying?
It takes a lot for a Raven coin.
Oh yeah,
FPGA nonetheless, an ASIC to come out. So
it would take an FPGA to touch the coin before an ASIC can be built anyway. You got to have architecture first. FPGA builds the framework for the ASIC chip to be developed on. So, and then after that, it's just making it more efficient over time. As long as said algorithm never changes. But that also, puts in the perspective of how motivated is the dev team to keeping the project as pure as what they say. Like, I was hearing rumors of a Monero miner, and I was actually like in the community asking around about it too. And people are like, "No, it can't be." I'm like, "There's some blips of hash rate that I've been watching that's like off the charts, not normal. There's no new CPUs out there. There's no new CPU farms
Yeah,
being built.
I mean, we also like know like Bitmain has other like the other numbers are a thing. So this is the X5. So we know there's been other Monero ASICs. Um, I think it was the X2 was the last one that we actually like physically knew about.
Yeah.
Monero forked before they could come out of the door. Um, so that means there's still a 3 and a 4 that we never technically seen. It's possible that 4 was them testing during that time period. 5 is production.
Right. And it's like, you can see them whenever it blips on. They only blip it on for like about 30 minutes, and I would estimate
Yeah.
it's about 20 to 30 ASICs.
Yeah.
Like, everybody thinks Bitmain does these huge production batches for themselves, and it's like, no, they just do test batches. And then when they get good ones, they just leave them on. They just like, yeah, just plug them in back over there. We got room on a shelf. It's like, I don't know about you guys. I would too. If you hit a Bitcoin block and got in that block a transaction fee for $500,000,
Huh.
would you give it back?
The great debacle of the past like month, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
F2 pool returned it. They returned the fee. Yeah.
500,000 in Bitcoin transaction fee overpayment to Paxos.
Yep, they were testing their stuff and accidentally fucked up, to say it nicely. Man, so people call it greed for saying if you don't give it back, right? They're like, oh, you're just greedy. But on one hand, at what point does it go against like the situation? Like go against like what, no chargebacks, nothing like that. Like you mess up, it's an expensive lesson.
Right.
We've seen a lot more in accidental losses, right? And people don't get it back.
Yeah, right. You hear of
Is
people
it
and getting a
is it just
random
because it's
Bitcoin.
Paxos?
Oh,
You know what I
somebody
mean?
getting a random full Bitcoin, 3 full Bitcoin, just randomly in their wallet. And you're like, where the hell
Yeah,
did
it
this come
happens.
from? Yep.
It happens, and like, do you think they give it back? Probably not.
Nope.
9 times out of 10, you're not going to know who that person is who you gave it to, right? In this particular situation, we knew it was Paxos because they came forward and said so. Did they just like get it because they are Paxos, right? They're like, oh, like we have to give it to them because if we don't, like, who knows? They threatened to shut off their funds. Maybe they F2 pool uses PayPal for whatever reason for personal funds. So like on one hand, I'm like, no, they shouldn't because that kind of goes against it. On one hand, in good faith, yes, you should like, but I don't know, man.
So I look at it
It's
as
muddy water, right?
I look at it as a slippery slope
It is a very slippery slope.
because now the governments can go, look, you can censor your own transactions.
Wow, my last $12 payment from Hero Miners had a $55 fee, like that you had to pay for, or it got like included into the block. They didn't come knocking on your door for that feedback, did they? Nope, probably not. So like, highly likely it's just because it was Paxos. Because the name. Because Daddy BlackRock came knocking. And it was like, you're giving us back our money.
Right?
If you want to keep further operations in the United States, you're giving back our money. You know what I mean? Like some BS like that. Like I could see something like that happening. But yeah, I don't know. Murky waters, man. Murky waters. It's hard to. I dilemmaed that today for a good like probably 30 to 40 minutes. And I was like reading the article and I was like, I don't know, is it wrong? Is it greed to not give it back? I don't think it's greed. Because it's not the way that the system is supposed to work.
Right.
Hasn't worked that way for thousands, if not hundreds of people, right? Who've had situations where their wallets have been drained. Mark Cuban losing like $870,000 because he downloads the wrong MetaMask extension and gets his wallet drained. Like, is he gonna get
Yeah,
his
but
money
that
back?
$800
Probably not.
thousand dollars ain't nothing.
No, but it's the principle of the situation, right? It's the same situation, like, right? You know what I mean?
For him, it's a calculated risk.
Weird.
For
Yeah, I don't know.
Paxos, it was them making an oopsie. And do you it just depends on if you knew the person that did it. And you're like, man, it's like it's like your friend that like gives you Bitcoin and
General.
he accidentally sends you everything in his wallet by accident. Instead of sending you, his $100, he sends you $4,000 worth of Bitcoin because that was everything in his wallet and he did it on accident. Do you give it back to him? I mean, that's
I don't know,
realistically.
Tech Man. That's kind of weird. So you're saying you paid $55 in fees?
For a $12 payment. That's crazy. So it costed you $67 for the whole transaction.
It was from a mining pool. It was his payout. So did they take 212k sats from you? What was minimum payout? Like 0.00 like 75 or something? Did they take the rest of it from you? That's what I would be curious to know. What's minimum payout? Because if that number is less than minimum payout, then they took that fee. And that's a lot. So that means you would have made
$67.
Yeah, 67
If you were on a
bucks.
different mining pool.
The fee should have been 23 cents on my wallet. It's so weird. If it's voluntary, I'm all for giving it back, but if it's mandatory, I'd be the one with
I'd be
with
done
the
with the
whole
whole
chain.
chain. Yep. If it's under full control that you have to do X,
That's
Y, and Z,
insane.
done.
Who paid the fee though, Jackman? Did you pay the $55 fee, or did the pool have to pay that $55 fee? I think they had to pay it. Yeah, because I'm saying, like, usually the pools pay the fee. No, that's not true. You usually pay the sending fee. But that's really weird. It's weird how your wallet's saying $55 for a fee, but you didn't pay for it. Weird.
Weird.
It don't make no sense.
And among all of the, the Paxos getting its money back for them, they're making their goof up. The bankruptcy court for FTX has approved FTX to selling their $3.4 billion in held assets.
But is it going to the people, or is it going to, like,
We don't know.
closing?
We don't know. It's going to go to bankruptcy court, so this is going to be
no one will ever see the money.
No. Pretty much.
Shitty. So what we're saying is there's going to be a nice dumping coming.
Yeah. And you have a lot of people that are, oh, I'm not worried. They have over $1 billion in Solana. How badly is that going to devastate Solana people? I'm not saying sell your Solana, but this might hurt if they sell. It's going to move the price of Bitcoin just a little bit. And then that just kind of comes into the other question of it's like, how low can Bitcoin now theoretically go before it starts bankrupting miners? How low can it stay low before big mining companies just start depleting their war chest again? Because at $30,000, they're doing good. I remember, 5 years ago, $22,000. It was kind of that break-even point for mining, except in small little sporadic areas where you can be down to like $16,000 to $13,000 Bitcoin.
The last time I looked, it was like 15K. 15 to 16K is the where it starts getting, things are getting rocky, where we'll have like larger institutions either depleting or turning off.
Right. I know, it's kind of weird because it's like I've already been watching other mining companies starting to shut down at the price that it's at right now. Just small little guys. None of the big guys yet. It's just the little guys. The guys that are a little less efficient. Running some older hardware, not getting the best electric rates because they're not running enough equipment yet because it's so capital damn intensive. So it's like I've been watching other little guys like just kind of getting muscled out at the prices where it's at right now. At 30,000, they were doing perfect. They were like, finally, my head's above water. I can breathe. Now they're all worried. You know, the couple of guys that I've been talking to that are local to me, they're like kind of worried that they're like, man, hopefully it turns around here soon. And they're already looking for their next round of fundraising.
Right. Trading my coin for hardware. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. Because historically, when the bear comes, price of hardware will probably not be anywhere near this low.
Yep, when we go into bull territory, price skyrockets, and if you want to be the person selling the shovels during those time periods, you usually make out pretty damn good.
Yep, even using the shovels during that time period, you're better off. But acquiring them during that period of time is unfortunate, as a lot of people learned. And it's been that way for as long as I can remember.
I can't wait to get like this immersion miner that I'm trying to get my hands on. Taking forever. Wish I had it. Can't. It is what it is.
There's that.
Like, gotta tell that person, be like, come on, just ship it. We need to make content with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Interested to see how low we will go if they start selling off, right? It's not really if, it's when. I like shovels and big axes. Yeah, shovels and big axes are pretty nice.
Right.
They're pretty good tools.
They are.
I don't know. I'm curious though to see how low it could go. But I would like to see it go up, of course.
Right, of course. We all want to see, you know, price of mining going up this way, like. But it's like a dual-edged sword. Price goes up, and everybody starts turning their miners on, and it's like a lagging indicator before miners are really profitable, because you'll inch out profits for a day or two, and then everybody starts turning their rigs on, and profits are wiped out for a while. Price has to go up even higher before it can support the new miners that just turn their stuff back on.
Yeah.
People don't realize that the mining boom is it's a lagging indicator. You're gonna watch the whole market take off like a rocket this round. It ain't gonna be like the other times, man. Before, man, the market takes off. Oh man, you look like a genius mining. You can mine any poop coin you wanted. As long as you can mine it and sell it to Bitcoin before they rugged, you did good. But now I think with the way that the horrible profitability that's been coming out with it, you're going to see the price come up and the amount of miners are going to triple. And then you're going to see ASICs getting turned on that have been sitting on the sideline. And that's going to displace even more GPUs, like on Ethereum. I mean, not Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, I mean. So any of the ETC algorithm or anything that, you know, those ASICs can mine on, there are a ton of ASICs sitting on the sideline patiently waiting for a bull run. And then those coins will get dominated by ASICs. Those GPUs will be gone that are mining on there, really, you know, trying to be the troopers on those coins.
What I would love to see is if the S21 comes out in time where the price of that machine will be astronomical. Because remember that, we all remember the S19 when it came out. That thing was like $10,000 plus.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And now you can scoop up the exact same S19 base model for $1,000 or less.
Yep.
So yeah, there's that.
And you
I'm
are
curious
going
to see
to, and
if
you're
the
going to
machine
end up,
comes
and
out
if
in
you
that
want
time
to,
period.
and if you want a GPU rig, and you're like, I'm gonna do an 8-card GPU rig, and you're gonna want modern cards, you're gonna be over $2,000 in hardware.
Yeah.
And that just makes Bitcoin even more enticing for starting to be the home miner. It's like people don't realize that it's like, other than just upgrading a single circuit for a single, you know, Bitcoin miner, you're in it for $1,000 hardware right now, plus a 240 volt 30 amp circuit.
Yep.
And like my man is showing over there, you can get third-party hardware on there or software on there, and you can get the efficiency out of these things, and you will be very happy. I mean, that's what got me into ASICs in the first place. To build a GPU rig was like $400 more.
Hello, so high. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
I love it. The wife's sending me videos of this guy at this wedding that she's working right now, and he's living his best life. So, to say it the best way possible.
And like, there really hasn't been much in hardware that's been like coming out in the GPU realm or the CPU world. That world has been quite boring. Very little lackluster innovation in there. It's been Apple-like pricing wars of them going, well, how much is too much? NVIDIA got Apple charges this for their hardware, so NVIDIA's like, well, we'll just charge this because we're the best. And then AMD was like, well, we want to get in on that, but we're always going to be less than NVIDIA, so we're going to be just one step underneath them. And it's like, oh my god, the pricing wars. And what's it doing for their bottom line? I'm hearing people going, I'm just going to get a console. I'm going to game on a console. It's way cheaper.
More cost effective.
Oh my god, yeah. So it's like I can put together a $2,000 monster gaming PC, or I could spend $600 and get a console. It does the same thing. Plays games. And oh my god, get this, it also plays YouTube. I know it's amazing. Blows your mind.
Where you can watch, DC Adventure or Crypto Not Rise or even Crypto Miguel.
I know, dude.
Those are facts.
Totally. Hashtag facts. It really just kind of sells the bundled gaming package of a console. It's like Nvidia and AMD don't care if there's another generation of people buying their equipment because Dave Jensen from Nvidia, he's too worried about AI. He wants to sell his next A100 platform for $70,000. Not saying that they're not going to make new GPUs, but you can see where they're going to be
saying they're not going to sell it.
Right. But it doesn't mean that they're going to have all this leaps and bounds performance year over year anymore.
When Mikkel needs a Steam Deck reverse giveaway. I mean, I put a Bitcoin address in the gaming chat if anybody wants to donate to the, Steam Deck fund. We greatly appreciate it. Well, those are facts. That was my birthday wishes. Those extra Steam Deck funds.
I know. I still have to do the battery replacement from iFixit for mine.
Nice. But you were able to get it?
Yeah, replacement battery and everything. From iFixit, repair part, iFixit. Comes with pretty much almost everything I needed for it. Almost. Tools to open it up. The battery. And a few other tools in here to help because the batteries are glued in. So I got to take a heat gun to it and loosen it up. And they give you these little plastic shields to stop the heat from going everywhere else while you're heating up the battery to get the glue off.
Oh, nice.
Right?
They thought of everything.
And then they give you stickers. Stickers! If one of the sticker says, I fixed it! Oh!
You got me wanting the Steam Deck. Man, they're on sale right now. You have until the 21st. Really, you have until the 20th. And you can buy them for cheaper. For me, it costs $3.90 to ship it to my house for the 64 gig version. Because for me, buying the 256 gig version isn't worth isn't worth the almost $500 that it costs. You can go buy a 1 terabyte NVMe drive and spend about 60 to 70 bucks.
And get 500 gigabyte to a 1 terabyte SSD card to slip into it and call it a day.
Yeah. And be better off.
Here's the battery for it.
Nice.
Little L-shaped battery. And then it comes with what looks like to be guitar picks. And then here are the heat shields.
Oh, nice.
And then it comes with like a new glue pad to put down onto them. Like,
I'll buy you all one if I win the lottery tonight. Oh yeah, for sure.
nice.
Doesn't cut it as a game controller. I prefer a keyboard. But I'm about to start making long trips for work, so I need something that I can play when I am at a hotel.
I know, man.
I'm
that
not-
was so
I'm not-
nice
I'm
to
not doing it.
have.
I'm not doing that again.
It was so nice to have the Steam Deck with me until the battery started giving out on me this last trip. That was
Yeah.
a bummer.
I bought a dock for mine.
Well, my battery is so bad that even with it plugged in, it still won't turn on.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a big problem. It's so dead, it's like, F you. I'm not doing shit.
Dun.
And it'll give me an excuse to finally put that cool backplate you gave me on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. While I do the battery, I was thinking about doing it tomorrow. Maybe doing a video on it and stuff.
Let me know how hard it is because I bought another backplate for mine.
The backplate's super simple to take off.
Nice.
Yeah.
I bought
simple.
one for mine as well.
It's
They're on sale right now. So
you know how some of those really pain in the butt phone back plates to get off, like you have to use like a guitar pick or a knife to get the separating them open. Yeah, that's how this is.
Nice.
And it's a little bit rigid, so like it'll pop up and try to reclose on itself, and it's like, oh, you little bastard. There's a couple of screws on the back. Not that's the easy part. It's just trying to separate the two without scratching the plastic. Because you don't want to open it up and make it look like you were in there opening it up. You know?
Right. Yeah, went ahead and got that. Went ahead and got what was it? The dock from Jack's as well. The 5-in-1 dock.
Right.
It's only like $29 right now. So I got the updated backplate and a dock for less than Steam's dock. And I still will get a 1 terabyte drive for about 70-ish bucks right now.
Right.
So like all in all, $390 plus 6 plus 70 puts me at $500 in total for the Steam Deck. But that makes it better than the best Steam Deck, like already, because one terabyte drive, like already all the space that you're gonna need.
Just saying.
And then of course the updated backplate to help with the cooling situation, and Yeah. Plus in the dock. So, if I'm at a hotel, all I gotta do is like hook up the wireless controller or a wired controller and just hook it up to a TV, and I got a console on the go.
Heck yeah.
It's kind of hard to say no to that. So if you weren't sold then, Tech Man, I hope you're sold now. Still PC Master Race for the win. But I did see there was a new update today that like for Steam Deck too. That actually is running new kernels for Arch Linux. A lot of updates. A lot of upgrades in the new firmware. It was just released today. Yeah, today. Added settings for the display, so now you can adjust the colors for vibrancy or temperature. So therefore you can kind of tune it. HDR can now be enabled in display settings if you're using an external display. VRR can now be enabled in the display settings by the USB-C adapter. Rework quick access, fix the touchscreen orientation when the external display is connected. Fix storage stuff. Updated graphics
Tech Man
drivers.
hasn't been winning lately. Them jinxed me.
Yeah. Improved Bluetooth connectivity. Yeah.
No, man. Tech Man's winning cup has to refill. Takes a few hours to recharge. Sorry, please come again.
If you go into desktop mode, you'll get to utilize the new KDE Plasma.
Ooh.
So it'll be a little bit snappier if you go into desktop mode.
And it's not that bad anyway. I mean, even with the one that I'm on, it's pretty snappy already.
Yep. So once you replace the battery and everything, you'll have a prompt for the new firmware.
I'm gonna be happy.
You get to use it and test it out, see what it's like.
Heck yeah. Oh.
Hashtag cold blooded. What a jerk. Let's see. Get that redirect set up real fast. Good to go.
You know what I noticed with my 3080 Ti? I have to open up, but to get it to run better, I have to open up MSI Afterburner and crank up the wattage output to its max.
Interesting.
Otherwise, I get like random flickering.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
That's the weirdest
Man
thing.
suckered in.
And it's only been sent
Website
for
the backplate.
It's
sucker
only
in, but
been
you're getting a
like
Steam
since
Deck.
like about 4 updates back on the drivers. It started doing this. But it gotta remember that this is an LHR card. And I've heard other reviewers complaining about the same thing with these LHR cards, that you gotta like let it have all the power.
Oh
It's
my
not
gosh,
gonna
excuse me.
utilize it, but it's like you gotta unleash the card in order to like get the performance you purchased. Like TechMan's gonna get one now.
Yep. Looks like I posted in Discord technically. It's in the gaming game your life away section.
Like it's like all right, I'll get this thing done.
Bro, they got one backplate that has RGB in it now, man. Like in the handles. Like it's clear, it's still the frosted, has an upgraded vent in the back. Looks pretty freaking cool. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It looks pretty cool.
I know, Sadie. That's where like everything was running nice and smoothly for me too. And yeah, but I keep wanting to test, so I keep updating and seeing
Keep
what the
changing
issues
stuff.
are, so that I can pass that knowledge on to other people.
Created a monster. Yeah. It's worth it.
Hey, they hash too. Mining Monero works.
Deep porn look good on it. I bet. I bet it would. It'd be a little difficult to hold with one hand, probably.
No, that's what the dock's for.
That's true.
Hook it up to the big screen.
To the big. That's a good one.
All right. Well, that's all we got for tonight then. We are well over that 1 hour marker now. For sure.
Wish it just didn't look so terrible.
Huh?
Yeah. What the RGB
Oh.
version looks like.
Oh wow, they changed out the front and the back.
I mean, they just changed the front is frosted. The RGB is in the handles.
Right, right, but I see it like glowing through. So they replaced the front and the back though, because it's like glowing all the way through it.
Yeah. You can replace the whole
Wow,
thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow.
Yeah, you can get the front too. So if you want the front to match it, you can just buy the front as well. Or you can just buy the back plate, which is what you have, and this is what I have. This is the upgraded version. Because they have an extra vent right here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
This vent doesn't exist on the ones that we have. and then there's the RGB is kind of in there, and then right around the edges.
I like the RGB, but at the same time, for your long extended trips, if you can't turn it off, that's a selling
These are
point. No.
silicone grips, so like it's actually clear. There you go. That's what it looks like without the silicone grips on.
Oh, nice. But I'd still want to, like, if that, like, little black button there turns off the RGB, I'm down.
Easy charging.
Oh, wait a minute. The RGB's got its own battery? So it doesn't pull from the onboard battery?
No, built-in battery, Type C charging, 150 milliamp built-in lithium battery powers the RGB lights.
Oh
The
God.
lights is
Okay. I can
life is
get.
about 2 to 5 hours, and it supports charging while using. So
Yeah.
I would bet that button turns off your RGB.
Yep.
I would almost bet it. And it's
But
also
it
there's a
has its
battery
own
right there.
battery. I like that aspect even more.
That's kind of cool.
Right? I'm just saying. I
Nice
kind of
little,
like that.
did I get the 702 dock? Um, oh, like the 7-in-1? No, I got the 5-in-1. The 5-in-1 dock is the one that I bought. This one, Tech Man. It's only $29.
Which one's he looking at?
He said 702, so I'm assuming the 7-in-1. The 7-in-1's cool. I don't need more. I don't need all the extra fancies. This one gives me enough for what I need.
I just like how
so
it gives you a hard line on there to be able to plug in Ethernet into it.
Maybe he's looking at this one. 702. Yeah, this is a 702. This one gives you a display port, HDMI, and 3 USBs plus Ethernet. So for me, I don't need the second monitor. You don't need a second monitor you don't need 2 monitors for a Steam Deck. It's not necessary, in my personal opinion. So it's not worth it to me. Where is the heatsink? For what? Like what I was talking about earlier, it's built into the back plate. It's right there. So you can get this one, or you can get the upgraded version, which is with RGB. The RGB one has the upgraded vent in the middle. The other one does not. You can see it because there's a fan right here. This vent is letting it pull in fresh outside air, outside the case. Got a lot of accessories. Not gonna lie, man. Definitely more than there used to be.
Oh yeah.
Only thing you need to watch out for is if you use this case, or if you use this backplate, you can't use the original Steam Deck case. It's the grips are too big. So you can't use the original case, so you have to buy their case or buy a different one.
Oh, like their
Also,
mod
if you
case or whatever.
yeah. Also, upgrade the if you upgrade to this one, it fits. But if you go to the second level of switches for your triggers, they will no longer fit in your case. Your triggers will be engaged if you put them in the case.
Yeah.
They'll be pushed down because they stick up a little bit higher. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was gonna keep all that like level. I was I was like playing around with it a little bit. I'm like, nah man, I'll keep the level ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the level ones, but they level twos seem to be nice.
I don't like theirs. This is my
Level three
opinion
is too
on it.
much.
Is that so the rocker portion is identical in all three of them and how they rock, right? The difference on the height is basically they have like a piece of plastic that comes up and it's like this. So like you're like this port
Oops.
is where your hand is, so you're pressing like this. So this becomes like this awkward spring. It feels like the button's on delay when you hit it. It's disappointing. The button's soft. It's like pressing down on a flat tire. Now, if you're not ever using the triggers and you're just looking for it to get a little bit of extra height to make it comfortable in your hand, perfect. But if you use it for any kind of gaming, you're gonna feel like the buttons feel mushy. And everybody that's test drove the other levels have all said the same thing.
I'll want that announcement.
They do, man. They do. I see all these awesome FAs. So should I give it to them?
Oh, for sure.
All right, hold on. I need to get a little wet the whistle, you know. With that awesome Savage shirt. Oh. DogeLord coffee. Oh. Get it. Well, it's still there. To all you sexy motherfuckers, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome. Yo.
Oh. Raid is set up, guys. So once we get out of here, you'll be skedaddling over to the Misfits. Give them a shout out. Let them know where you're coming from. Of
Right,
course.
hashtag DCA raid.
That's right. F to the A.
Heck
Do it
yeah.
again. Do it again. Again.
Man, I gotta keep you coming back, so you gotta wait until next time.
He's a phony. He's a great big phony. Absolutely FAs, guys.
Right. So thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Smash that lizardy like button. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. All that good stuff. You guys know what to do. We've got the redirect set up for you guys, so you don't have to do anything. Just hang on tight. It'll redirect you up over there. and give some love out over there. So with that being said, you got anything else, my dude?
Nope. That'd be it.
Right. All right. And with that being said, peace out. Stay savage. May your watts be low and your hash be high. We'll see you on the next one. Yo.